Hello, 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 Shirley Ross, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I'm going to share with you how I finished the layout from Made with Sweetness Scrapbooking Workshop. I took layout, I took layout number 3, and I changed it up, so I'm going to share with you how I changed it. So I have a 9.5 by 9.5 inch square of Moonlight Madness, and I have, this is one of the base pages that comes with the kit. The pattern paper that comes with it has the red lines on the side, and this one finishes that out without the red lines on the side. And I want to try to center it, so I'm going to put it on my mat so I can see the lines. There we go. So I can line it up using, there. I think I got it pretty straight. All right. And then I decided, instead of just doing the single, I am doing a triple mat, and I think I'm going to use the light side of this Timid Tiger. One of these days I'm going to figure out how to, when I pull it off, I try to flick my wrist so that because sometimes I pull the adhesive too far down into it, and that's just me and my, the way I end it. And then, I did that backwards, so let's pull that one off. Whoop. Carefully, there we go. I'm going to use a Daffodil Delight, and again, I am going to use the light side. I just have to roll it over just a little bit so it can catch that first. I don't use a lot of adhesive on my layouts. They're going to go in page protectors. I'm just going to center that, and then I'm just going to put a little more adhesive, just a little bit, because this has picked up some of the what I call paper sawdust. All right, now I'm going to, I hope I didn't, but I think what I'm going to do is cut this in half, and that's because I'm going to slide most of it up, and then I can have that to use on another page. So I'm just going to slide it into my trimmer, trim it up. I'm just using this as a little bit. I think I want it to go like that. Perfect. I noticed it has a few little nubs, so if you have like a sanding block, you can sand those little nubs off. And then if you want, you can distress it a little bit, which I think always adds a little something to the layout. And this one is from a stamp. I like to use your stash on Saturdays. So this stamp set is an old Close to My Heart stamp set that was in my stash. It was actually one I earned from earning the Hawaii trip, and it says, "You find me at the beach. You can find me at the beach." I'll move it up a little bit more. There we go. So then I have 4 photos I'm going to place on here. I picked these photos because I thought they went really well with the colors of the paper that I was using. I at first was going to use this layout for some back to school, because it kind of has the primary color vibe. But when I was going through my photos to find some photos for that theme, I found these, and I thought that sky seems to have all the colors from this paper collection here. Now what I do when I get the workshops is I always get the coordinating cardstock, which gives you usually 2 sheets of several of the colors that are in the kit. So that gives me a little bit of extra cardstock to play with. So that's the left side. I'm not going to do a lot of embellishing. Sometimes I just like things to be simple and plain. All right. So I think I used the light or the dark on this one. I think I used the light, yes. So let's flip it over to the light side. I love the two-tone. It's like giving you 2 colors in one. So if you buy a whole pack, it's almost like having half of the dark color and half of the light color. And again, I'm going for about a little over an inch maybe. All right, there we go. And so again, I'm doing the same color matte that I did before. So I'm doing, oh, and I put it on the wrong side. So let's go ahead and attach this piece to this to use up that adhesive. See, you can do what I do because you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be happy and enjoy your passion of scrapbooking. All right. And then that will go here. So the next thing I'm going to do is I use 2 4x6 photos here and here. And most adhesive like this is what I call a pressure adhesive. So once you put it down, if you put pressure on it, then that makes it adhere and doesn't let air get underneath. Because sometimes when people say, you know, sometimes the adhesive lets go, it's that air got in and let it dry out. Now, I don't like to just slide my hands across the photos, but you can just press down a little bit. So the next thing I'm going to do is I had this little journaling box that goes with the, it comes with the kit. It's for project 3, so I'm going to put it down here. Then I will handwrite the journaling on this one. I do like to use my own handwriting periodically. I'm going to get some foam tape. This is where I keep my extra foam tape. If you get kits and stuff with Stampin' Up, you know you get a lot of foam tape with them so that you have pieces left over. And there it is. So it has today was the best day. First thing I'm going to use is, this is some old Close to My Heart from when we had the shaker bundles that you could get. And so all the inside, this outside part matched a die, and you could make a shaker out of it. And then to give you an added bonus, they put adhesive all the way through it, so you got extra adhesive. So I'm going to put this one here, and then I'll put this one up above it. I need my smaller ones. I'm going to use, this is the Stampin' Up. Let's see if I have some. I think I can cut a little bit of this off. I just have the outer edges on this foam. I think that should fit it. I like to use up every little part of the foam. These are the Stampin' Up dimensionals. Then I'll put today was the best. And then the title for this, they were in Italy. So I'm going to put the word Italy there. And then I have this, and again, I think I'm just going to use my scissors this time because I'm going to slide it up under. And that saves this half circle for something else. Again, I'm just going to take my, rub off the little nubs and sand it up a little bit. All right, and this one says unplug and recharge because I know that's what you do a lot of times when you go to the beach. And that will go there. And then I will use some of my liquid adhesive on that in just a moment. But there you are. Let me get my foam pieces out of the way. I have some of the old foam from Close to My Heart too. I keep all of that in here, and I try to use it all up. So let's move that out of the way, and then I can put the two layouts next to each other. And I might have got that one a little bit lower, but that's okay. And I used the Misty Moonlight ink, but I like that. So there you are. That's just a quick and easy my adaptation of the Made with Sweetness third layout. And I added just a few items. You don't have to, you can make it as, embellishment heavy or not as you want. These are your layouts. So enjoy, and I will see you again soon. Shirley Ross, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator.